Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mike from sixpackshortcuts.com. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about the 3 tips for food that you need to know in order to go ahead and put on a lot of mass. Tip number 1 is probably the most overlooked tip, and the tip is you need to go ahead and eat carbs. Eat more carbohydrates. Everybody knows about protein because you always hear people talk about it. And I bet if you go ahead and ask somebody, hey, what's the major thing that you need to eat in order to put on size? Everybody's going to say protein, protein, protein. And protein is very important because you need it to build muscles. But if you want to go and put on weight, you don't eat a lot of protein. You actually eat a lot of carbohydrates. Carbs are it's going to help you put on the size, put on the weight. Protein is good for building muscle, but you want to do more than just build muscle. You want to go ahead and put on more weight in general. So make sure that when you're eating, that you make sure number 1 is you want to eat a lot of carbohydrates like potatoes, white rice, pastas, and make sure that it makes up about 60% of your meal. So if you look at your meal, the meal size should be at least size of 2 of your fists, if not more. And out of that, 60% of it needs to be carbohydrates. And it can be any of those carbs I just named a little earlier. And then you can have about 20% of it be protein, and then the other 20% can be like fats. So make sure to keep that in mind. Tip number 1 is probably the most important. So tip number 2 has to do with when you want to go ahead and eat before you exercise, and also during and after. So what I'd like to do to put on size is you want to eat about 45 minutes to an hour before your workout. Right before your workout, you want to also go ahead and eat something that has a lot of sugar. Like I usually eat something like a banana or maybe an apple or maybe like a small shake. You don't want anything very large because you don't want a lot of food sitting in your stomach when you work out, but just something enough so this way you have some extra sugar, some extra carbohydrates, and some extra energy for your workouts. Now, during your exercise, I like to go ahead and drink something like Gatorade because this way prevents any type of muscle loss because you have that sugars in your body and you don't want to chug it, you want to kind of just sip it during your workout. So this way ensures